This weekend marks the 132nd running of the Kentucky Derby. And one Chicago painter will be right there, trackside at the Derby on assignment. Talk about nice work if you can get it. On the Art Beat, here's Fawn Ring with the ponies and a palette.
Everybody could look at a certain time in their life where a pivotal point would direct them into a path, and mine was actually, it was June 17th, 1978. I was at a friend's party. His dad owned harness horses, and his horse was racing that night at Sportsman's Park. He invited everybody out to the track. The name of the horse was Rusty Win, and he ended up winning the race, and I was hooked. The next day I did a little drawing of the harness driver, and his dad bought it.
It was the first sale for a teenager who once flunked a high school art class. Who could have wagered where Tom Pauly's twin love of horses and painting would take him?
This year I have the opportunity to be the official portrait artist of the Kentucky Derby, and that consists of going out to the track and photographing the winning horse and doing the painting and getting it done in 3 days, because then I have to ship it down to Louisville where they will take a photo of it and make 10,000 prints of it, and then they're going to give away as Fan Appreciation Day on May 27th. So it's going to be pretty cool. There's either going to be 10,000 posters on the ground where everybody's going to walk over it, or 10,000 on eBay the next day.
As a young man, Pauly once traveled to meet Secretariat, the Triple Crown winner of 1973. He eventually painted the champion's portrait. You'll still see Tom at racetracks around town, taking photos and doing research. But he's careful not to put the art before the horse.
Each horse is totally different. The people who own racehorses look at paintings the same way they look at a horse. Everything has to be perfect. They're looking at the horses the way they move, the way they stand, and they look at paintings the same way, almost like the way they would judge buying a racehorse. I have a painting that was just bought by Merv Griffin. He had a horse called Stevie Wonderboy who won the Breeders' Cup. I wrote to him after the horse had won and tried to get a commission to do a portrait of the horse. And I called him up, or I called up his office, and they said that they were thinking about doing it. And I thought I'd be a little more aggressive about it, and I just had a hunch. Most of the times when I finish doing my painting, I mean, it's still being shipped to these people wet. I mean, the only memory I have of the paintings are from my photographs of taking but a lot of them are on commission, and I only keep them for a couple days after I do the painting. So it's kind of sad. I mean, here you're putting all your energy and talent and desire into the paintings, and then poof, they're gone. And then they'll send you a check. So.
And when he's not painting the ponies, he's capturing the jockeys in their colorful silks.
Everything is so bright, and they're so regal looking, the jockeys, when they get up there. In fact, painting a horse just standing there, I like doing it, but the minute you throw a jockey up on the horse, I mean, it just adds a little more personality, and basically adds a little more history to it too. I remember as a little kid, probably 6 or 7 years old, driving by Maywood Park with my family, and I remember asking my dad what that building was. He goes, "Oh, that's a racetrack there. That's where bad people go." After my dad died, my mother told me, she goes, "I have something to tell you. I'm very embarrassed to tell you." I go, "What?" She goes, "Your dad was a bookie." So I think he was trying to save me from going to the racetrack.
This weekend, Tom Pauly goes to the racetrack once again. He'll be at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky, to paint the winner of the annual Run for the Roses. For Chicago Tonight, I'm Fawn Ring.
The Kentucky Derby runs this Saturday just after 5 p.m. at Churchill Downs in Louisville. Tom Pauly will be there with his camera and his paints. And just between you and me, he tells us he has a good feeling about a horse named Brother Derek.